I was terrified to jump into SLA after using FDM exclusively for the better part of 3 years. This printer made me see my fears were unfounded. The instructions were extremely easy to follow, assembly is extremely minimal. Just install the resin vat and build plate, fill it up and hit print. No need to tweak the settings in the slicer, though the user interface is just as easy to navigate as any other. Leveling the bed was hassle-free, and removing the piece was infinitely easier than anything I've ever had to do with FDM. Absolutely perfect for beginners. Both pieces in the photo were printed with default settings on the slicer, and I am beyond impressed. I will admit that at first I was a little nervous about getting into SLA printing, but this printer made it so easy. It came with everything I needed to include all the safety gear and a full toolkit for the printer. I love that they thought ahead and included this stuff so that I could get to work as soon as I got it in the mail. Everything is laid out in a simple way that is easy to follow. I used the paper zeroing method and I have yet to have to re-zero or have a failed print. As you can tell from the photo, the prints are awesome. This was my first print off of the Photon S printed at 05 AM. It came out great. The all layers blend together, making for super smooth prints, only requiring to remove the supports. I can't wait to see how my next prints come out at lower layer heights. I still have more to learn about settings and exposure times, but having quality prints from the start makes it so much more fun. I am planning on using this printer to create test prints of a wedding ring that I am designing for myself. I hope this helps you see it from a beginner's point of view. Overall, I'm very happy with this printer. I'm a 3D artist and I've wanted a printer for a while to make minis and figurines from ZBrush, but I didn't like the quality of filament printers. This one does a really great job, especially for the price. Setup was pretty easy and it came well packaged. I did have a few issues getting it going. First, I was missing a screw for the resin cat. It still prints without it, but I asked customer support and they sent me a new one, no problem at all. I also had a problem getting it to recognize the USB too. But after talking to tech support, I reformatted the USB and put only the Photon up front, and I've never had a problem getting files again. They really are the best tech support I've ever had. This is no exaggeration. It recommends stocking up on gloves, isopropyl alcohol and paint strainer funnels too. The printer comes with enough to get you going, but you will need more. Also, the prints will be sticky and unsafe to touch until cured with UV light, so I'd recommend getting a UV lamp or gel nail light to help with that. Also, you will not want this printer in your main living area. It's pretty quiet and the odor isn't terrible, but it's noticeable if you are in the same room. Last tip is to download Chitubox. It's free and it's great for hollowing, adding drain holes and supports to your model. The Photon software is a bit lacking DBH, I just use it to slice. Overall, this printer is really good if you are an absolute beginner and you want to print good quality minis and figurines. The tech support is also really good, which I think is pretty valuable dealing with technology like this. This printer has a great first run experience. Just unpack and plug it in. Click link in description for more reviews.